What is going on, everybody? How are you guys doing? In this video, we're going to be breaking down the NBA slate for December 28th, 2021. We're going to look for some spreads, some totals, and some player props. If you guys are new to the channel, I do update you guys every single day on every single bet that I make. I make it live on videos, and the next day, I let you know what my record was. So, unfortunately, I got to update you guys on what happened yesterday. Yesterday, we went all in on Alvin Kamara. I thought it was set up for him to have a very high workload day, and that is just not what happened. We ended up going 0 for 3, losing 3 total units yesterday, but it doesn't matter because the channel is still up plus 0.98 units. But it doesn't matter now, that is over with, and we are on to the NBA slate today, so let's get started. The first game we're going to be breaking down is my Philadelphia 76ers versus the Toronto Raptors. Now, it's no secret this year that the Sixers, on paper, do not look as good as they did last year. However, that has to do with a large part of Joel Embiid being out for certain chunks of the season this year. In fact, when Embiid is on the court, the 76ers are 14-8. Now, when it comes to stuff in the stat sheet, Joel Embiid even started out a little slow this season, but throughout the month of December, as you guys can see right here, he has been on an absolute tear, filling it up with points, rebounds, and even assists. Right now, the spread between the two teams is sitting at around 7 points, which I believe is way too high. That's a ton of value on the Raptors side. There's a lot of questions up in the air right now if some players for the Raptors are going to be playing tonight, like Pascal Siakam, Kem Burge, Gary Trent. They're all cleared to play, but they are listed as questionable for tonight. On the Sixers side, they are going to be missing Andre Drummond and Shake Milton, and for that reason of missing Andre Drummond, I really like the Joel Embiid props tonight. For whatever reason, the Sixers just cannot blow out teams they're supposed to blow out this year. Even if Siakam and those guys don't play, I still think this game is going to be closer than it should be, and they're going to have to rely on Joel Embiid out there on the floor to handle most of the workload. When it comes to offensive and defensive efficiency, which basically means 100 points allowed or scored per 100 possessions, Toronto and Philly are actually very similar teams. And on top of that, they actually play at almost the same exact pace. If you guys do not know what pace means, it's an NBA statistic that tracks how many possessions a team has per game. Something else that's been a bit of an anomaly this year with Philadelphia is they are actually better on the road this year than they are at home. They have an away record straight up of 6-2 and a home record of 4-4, and usually it's the complete opposite. While Toronto actually at home this year as an underdog, as a home dog, is 0-4 on the season. The 76ers have had their struggles this year, especially against the spread. However, over the last 11 games, they are 9-2 against the spread versus a team with a losing record. While on the other hand, Toronto actually against the spread this year, they haven't been bad, but as a home underdog, they are terrible. They are 7-18-1 over the last 26 games against the spread as a home underdog. However, though, when these two teams go up against each other, all these current trends just seem to contradict themselves. In the last 16 meetings that Philly has played Toronto in Toronto, they are only 4-12 against the spread. And in the last 5 meetings, the under has hit all 5 times. Now that I've given you guys a basic breakdown of everything that I see in this game, let's head over to FanDuel and let's play some bets. As you can see, we are over here on FanDuel. Like I said earlier in the video, I do make all of these bets live. I wasn't lying about that. So let's get on here and let's make the first one. The first one I'm looking at is something that we talked about earlier, the Joel Embiid factor, especially without Andre Drummond. He's been on a tear in December. His usage rate has been through the roof. He's not going to have that backup center. Yes, the spread is high and Philly should beat them handily based on the spread, but Philly has underachieved all year. They have had to lean on Joel Embiid a ton, so we are going to place this bet on Joel Embiid over 27.5 points for -106, and we are going to put 1 unit on this, $50 to win $47. The bet's been placed, and now let's go look around and see if we can find anything else. After looking around, I could not find anything else that I was comfortable making due to the inconsistency of Philly this year and due to the questions surrounding Toronto tonight with their injury report and if guys are going to be available or not. So that is going to be the bet that we roll with. If you guys like this content and you like the 100% transparency, make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button. That's all I got for y'all. Peace out.